Yeah, nah, it's just one of them. It's acceptance, isn't it, right now, in terms of where we're at right now, innit? And just trying to dissect what goes on in a mad world of Man United, man. And yeah, what are you saying, man? Everything, big up the chat as well, man. Smash the likes.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, I knew it was only going to be a matter of time before Antony's agent came out, bro.
Yeah, boy, he spoke. He spoke.
Bro, I said the same thing in the group chat, though. As soon as Amorim came out and said about intensity, I was like, bro, this guy's chatting shit. Because one, he never gave Antony a chance to play. And two, when he did play, he played well. Like, do you know what I mean? So, like, what he was saying had no grounds at all. And then his agent's basically just saying the same thing. It's like, yo, this brother's gone to another team. He's doing well. And it's like everyone that leaves us plays better than when they were at Man United. So clearly it's a Man United problem.
Man United problem. Yeah. 100% now. You know what it was? I think he's spoken before, but he hasn't said anything about United. But I think them comments triggered him, you know. They triggered their camp, but it's like, yo, nah. We let it slide and we were kind of calm to do our own thing at Real Betis. But when the manager talked about like the physicality, I think he was when he was with Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, nah, we need to speak out here, man, because this ain't right. You feel me? And listen,
when I first saw the quotes, I thought that the manager was wrong for even commenting on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he needed to go into depth. He could have just said, yo, like, he's doing well over there. Like, I'm happy for him. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he was going out to get more football. He's playing well. Man didn't need to kind of say that. And that kind of makes me think that he's got a personal problem with Antony, because why would he say that?
You know what? I think sometimes for Amorim, he's a bit too honest. And I think he speaks maybe too openly about everything. You know what I'm saying? To some things he can keep to himself. But I think because of the nature of the conversation with Rio, I think he was just kind of like, I don't know. He didn't want to look like bad because...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He didn't want to look bad. He said it to try and make himself look better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. In that regards, he didn't want to look like, yo, like, why couldn't man, like, you know, why could I give maybe Antony a chance? Why is he obviously thriving over there, etc.? And then obviously had to put that a little bit in for the context of the whole situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously in that point there, it feels like the world's against him. So he's like, yo, what can I do to make me not only comfort me, but only kind of like, you know, defend myself a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, look at this here. Like, man said, of the 15 games Amorim was in charge, he only used Antony in 9 of those games. And in those 9 games, he only played 252 minutes in 9 games, blood. Do you know what I mean? So if you divide, the 252 by 10, you got 25 minutes. So that means my man's average less than a half an hour played,
bro.
15 games. So how can you expect man to show anything when you're not playing him? And I said the same thing about Xerxes, bro. He wasn't starting Xerxes and he was giving my man these microwave minutes. And then I was like, how's he supposed to get form when you're just bringing him on when we're chasing a game with like 10 minutes to go? Because that's what he done to Xerxes, the exact same thing, bro. And now look at Xerxes, our best player, like every game now.
Yeah, bro. The fan base are loving him right now. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how the narrative changes, isn't it? You feel me? It's crazy, man. But ultimately, you know what it is, I think, I don't know, maybe you see something in training that we don't know, but ultimately, you can never know when you play until you play in it. Until you play like actual minutes and you get the confidence. You play also with a better team as well, because that's one thing you always got to do. Not with a team that, you know, I mean, isn't suited to your kind of like strengths and whatever. Not getting baby minutes, not building that form. You know what I mean? And Real Betis, they've thrown him straight in there and he's looking good.
And they've thrown him straight in there. Remember, he wasn't playing games for Man United, so technically he shouldn't even be match fit, blood. Like, he's not match sharp.
Not really, yeah. Even though really, truly, like, he's always playing like he's like, it don't really like phase him if he's got like no match sharpness or not. You know what I'm saying? He's always got that burst of energy. The manager, bro, when I look at the squad today right now, I don't know if you see the squad, brother. He's like, bro, the amount of keepers on there, the amount of
the squad for where? What for the
like
Europa
League? Yeah.
No.
Oh my days, bro. And that's what I'm saying to you. Like, he's done this to himself, really. Let's be honest. Like, he said, okay, cool with Rashford, cool with Antony. He's accepted the fact we're not going to bring anyone in. And obviously, he's left a couple of youngsters off at home as well that he could have maybe brought in. So we've actually put in 18. We're allowed 21, I think it is. So we've only got 15 outfield players that can be in the squad against Real Betis. So he's chosen not to add these players in. You feel me? So all in all, when you look at the Antony situation, like everything's been his decision. Do you get it? Like no one's kind of not told him to do this. No one's not told him to play Antony. No one's not told him to do this. So it's like he's got to be accountable for his own decisions. You feel me? We're not saying that everything's his fault, but this situation here with Antony, you know, he could have gave him a fresh new start, but he didn't. He's seen something that he didn't like. You can clearly see he wasn't really in favor because he didn't really give him the minutes. Yeah. And then when we complain about lack of options, that could have been one of your options, especially the system that we're in right now, just to get you over till the end of the season. We're not saying he has to be your guy forever, but we're saying just the end of the season, just for now, because you know you're not going to get any players in. We know that we're not going to spend any money. We know that things are bad right now. You know what I mean? We're playing Maguire every game at the minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like Ugarte now is actually mad that he's F right now. And that's because you didn't really rotate him and Casemiro. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? So now you got this over-reliance on Casemiro now, which he doesn't really favor. Let's be honest. He's only playing him because there's no options. So, like, you know, like there's a lot of things that the manager has to hold accountable for, man. And ultimately, you know, it's options, man. You know what I mean? Like now, people will say, oh, but you're throwing Cheeto in. You don't really like da-da-da. Bro, it's an option because Hoyland ain't playing good.
Yeah,
you see what I'm trying to say? Garnacho not playing good, so Antony would have been an option. We're not saying that these guys are amazing and these guys are the best things in sliced bread, but it's options now. Teams have options, whether you like them or not. They're options for the managers to choose from.
But this is my point, Saeed. So when people were saying, oh, he doesn't have his own players, I was like, yo, that's bollocks, mate. As a coach, you use every player that's available to you. And you know what's funny, yeah? When Amorim was rotating when he first came in, we were getting better results. As soon as he kind of started sticking to a kind of familiar 11, bro, we just can't win games, bro. Like his identification of players in certain positions and everything is poor. And he's shown me that. The biggest red flag he's shown me is that he can't identify, he can't identify strengths and weaknesses of players. Either that, or he can't identify it, or he simply does not care for it, bro. Like either one is concerning, bro, because you can't tell me, that you're letting Antony go before a Garnacho, bro. And I've always said it, as much as Antony has his limitations, he was never a worse footballer than Garnacho. No, and I always said this from the beginning. He was never a worse footballer than Garnacho. And even what's his name has said it, Isco, bruv. Isco loves playing football with Antony because he gets his head up and he looks.
Yeah, you know what?
Garnacho don't get his head up.
Yo, you wouldn't have thought it, but bro, them man are linking up well, man. You know what I'm saying? To you? Like they're enjoying themselves, man. You know what it is, bro? I think this is what happens in it. When you score goals against Barnsley and them man there, and then you score a couple of goals in the Europa League, you don't get the ability to have that GA. Do you feel me? Like I think Antony, I don't know, was it Antony where Garnacho didn't pass to or vice versa? I don't know. Antony had a chance against Victoria Pilsen. I don't know if it was him or not. But had he put that back in the net, if you score a couple of goals, you become a vital member of the team. That's what it comes down to, bro. Like,
but it shouldn't be that though, Saeed, bro. Like, I'm tired of this GA thing. Like, I'm tired of people thinking that GA is what is the be all and end all of football. It's not, bro. Like, you can influence a game massively without getting a goal or an assist, bro. People need to stop doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. And even with this thing, it's not even Antony revisionism, because before the manager came in, I said play Antony wingback, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's on wax. It's there. So a man can't say that, bro. And then when he did play wingback, he played well. And we never saw enough of it. So Antony showed enough in the wingback that we could have used him right now. Now Ahmad's injured. Antony right wingback with Dorgu on the left would have been perfect.
Yeah. You got to put a counter injuries for people. Like people that are saying the revisionism. No, it's not. It's like literally players can get injuries. You might not like them, but they're there. You think Pep Guardiola likes most of his squad? You don't really like. Of course,
this bro didn't know. He said he didn't know who Doku was when they signed him. He said, I never heard of this youth. And you could tell he don't like him. Do you know what I mean? But he just plays him because he's there. But you could tell he don't like every player that he's got.
No, you don't. Every manager doesn't like every player that they've got. Do you know what I mean? But they've got to rely on them somehow to get results because your job is going to get absolutely done over. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason why Ten Hag was literally holding on to McTominay for dear life because he got him out of trouble so many times. I don't think he rated his own football ability. I don't think he,
No.
because bro, man was playing with De Jong and them man in Ajax, bro. Now you can see what his kind of style of midfielder was. But you know what? McTominay bailed him out. And when you see that sort of stuff happening, and you see maybe a Garnacho maybe bailing you out in certain moments in a game, he has latched onto that. You feel me? And he hasn't seen that maybe from Antony that he can do that. But that's not how you should view football. You feel me? So I look at the whole thing right now, like you kind of knew there was going to be injuries, bro.
Every team's had injuries, bro. So he should have prepared for it.
A lot of games, bro. Like literally, like how many Europa League games did we actually play? Like was it 8? Was it 8? Was it 8 Europa League games? 4 home, 4 away.
Yes.
Look at the Premier League season. Correct. We literally just went out the FA Cup just now. You know, you added bro, we've been playing a lot of games, bro. Like it's not as if we're not playing it like we've already got like we're like Chelsea or something like that, bro. We got a lot of games, bro. So this idea that they weren't needed, bro, I just think for me it's one of them. Like maybe in his head, yeah, he just didn't want headaches. I don't know, because with the Rashford situation.
Yeah, but why was it a headache, bro? Like I just don't understand why it was a headache, because we don't have numbers, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we don't have the numbers, so to me, it's not even a headache, bro. And like even this thing here, this is not.
Rants. Do you reckon? Yeah? I reckon it's a Portuguese-Brazilian beef, bro.
It has to be, because he's done the same thing to Casemiro. It has to be that, bro. It has to be that, bro. Because, bro, Casemiro came off the bench the other day again and played well. Like when Cas comes off the bench, yeah, he plays well for us, bro. And it's like, the thing is, Cas has a level of experience here that we don't have in the team, really. Like, do you know what I mean? So he's a steady head,
when
bro.
He comes on, man's getting the ball, winning it back. He's got like, bro, even the crowd, when he comes on here, the crowd get up. You see that woman? When she went like that, bro, like, yo, like she knows, innit? Like,
no, Cas is serious, bro. He's a, bruv, listen. Cas is the guy, man. I don't care. It's like no one could ever make me hate Casemiro, bro. Like
never make me hate Casemiro. Never.
Bro, like at the end of the day, every player, on the pitch, every single game makes mistakes. Every player's gonna lose the ball. Every player's gonna get dribbled past. Do you know what I'm saying? But one thing about Cas, like he's always there to be counted, in it. He never hides, and you can't say that for everyone.
No, and this is the thing, people have got that game in their heads, that was it Tottenham game or was it Liverpool game when he lost the ball twice in the game?
It was the Liverpool game, but then Kobe got cooked in that game as well, though.
I know, bro, I know that, but everyone's got that game in their heads, and like I feel like people have used that against Casemiro. Apart from that game, let's be honest, like, bro, man's not really put a foot wrong in many games since then. It's just that a lot of people are looking back at that game. You feel me? So when I look at Casemiro, and you look at the experience that this guy has, and I do believe he's fell out with him. You get me? And they have some sort of beef. And Dalot and Bruno consistently play, bro. Dalot's been horrendous this season.
Oh, he's been so bad, bro.
He's never been dropped, bro. But like I said to you, bro, like the situation there with Antony, maybe him and Casemiro have been uttering a few words in there. I don't know, something. Then they kind of maybe like talk to each other. Then obviously Ruben Amorim's kind of like, yo, what are these man saying here? And he's got his Carlos Fernandes there. He's got his own boys there as well. Yeah. Goalkeeper coach, I'm sure he's Brazilian as well. He's Portuguese as well. So they've got their side. They've got their side in it. And it's one of them, bro. Like, there's got to be internal beef. It doesn't make sense, bro, for you to say, Antony, I'm not going to play you. I'm not going to give you a chance. And, bro, right now, in the system, he would have worked, bro. It would have worked.
I agree.
It makes no sense.
I completely agree, my bro. But you know what it is, Like I always say it, Like the football dressing room is the same as any workplace.
Yeah.
It's the same as any workplace, bro. Like when these guys come into a club, they're young, they're inexperienced, they ain't won anywhere near as much as Casemiro. Casemiro's a massive profile in the dressing room.
Oh, wow.
It's one of them ones. When you come in there, you got to humble yourself, And Casemiro's one of the first people you got to get on side, bro. Like Ruud van Nistelrooy did it the right way. Ruud van Nistelrooy came in and Ruud van Nistelrooy was like, yo, listen, that's Casemiro. Like even the way he spoke about Cas in interviews, he was like, bro, this is Casemiro. And because Ruud's played for Real Madrid, he gets it in it. He's like, yo, this brother's won almost everything there is to win in football, Like, he's highly respected at the club, not just in the dressing room, but also by people like Wilcox and these guys, because even in preseason when they were filming all the stuff, bro, their man were over there talking to Casemiro and stuff. Like, he's like highly respected, bro. Like,
yeah, no,
he's one of the few players at the club that genuinely has that aura about him.
No,
he's a big player, innit? So
bro,
when you've just come in and you've chiefed him up immediately, it's like, bro, it's not a good start, innit?
No,
do you know what I mean? So you've come in, you've fallen out with Cass. Do you know what I mean? And then you've fallen out with Rashford as well. Rashford's a dickhead. He falls out with everyone. But the point is, you're falling out with a lot of the guys that are well liked in the dressing room, which is a bad way to start. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very, very bad way to start at a new job. Like, do you know what I'm saying? If you start at a new workplace and you go in the staff room and you just start pissing off all the popular people straight away, bro, you're not really going to be there long.
No, you're not going to be there too long. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be there too long because man are going to say, hold on, who's this guy, bro? Like, you know what I mean? And this is what it is. And when you're freezing out
there's
cash,
a fine line in it between putting your principles and laying down your kind of like, you know, your authority and then going for the big guns in it. You feel me? Like, I get
100%.
it.
100%.